one more time. Can't let that man risk his life this time.
Stop right there! The beacon is damaged. Only technicians are allowed near it. Anyone else could get hurt.
I can't tell him the truth. Are you the only guard on duty?
No. The seniors are out on patrol. I'm watching the village in their stead.
I see. In that case, could you let me out for a moment? A child in the village told me she lost her pet fox. I promised her I'd help her find it.
A fox? Children these days certainly have strange tastes in pets. But just you alone?
It's all right. I'm a resonator. I can look after myself. I'll only be searching the area nearby. It won't take long.
If you insist. Just make sure to return before nightfall.
Phew. I think he bought it. The rest is up to me now. This time, I should be able to keep everyone safe.
Fatal malice. It strikes the moment when you are least on guard. When you cannot count the blades hidden in the dark, there is no single answer to this test. Someone must stand in this position, whether it's you or that soldier. Someone must be sacrificed. This prism of fate represents that burden. If one life could settle this, I would not ask for two. Surely you understand.
No, I don't.
Child, are you feigning ignorance?
How can I possibly understand if you don't explain it to me from the beginning? Besides, I'm still here, alive and kicking.
If I had not intervened just now, you would have already died.
Yes, I have you. I have you, therefore I can take the risk. I can try to overturn an outcome that's already been decided.
Reality is not like the questions I set. It has no gaps for you to slip through. What you're attempting is nothing more than a desperate gamble. greedy lose everything in the end.
Yes. Unless, of course, we happen to have a trump card powerful enough to flip the table entirely. The magistrate of Jinzhou told me what happened on Mount Firmament. If it weren't for him, things would have ended exactly as you said. You're right. I am greedy. Greedy enough to want to keep everyone safe. Greedy enough to dream of an ending where no one bleeds. And I believe that person can carry the weight of that greed. You should know that better than anyone, Sentinel Xin. I understand that perhaps under your current circumstances, you can't tell me the truth. But I want you to take a chance with me. One bet. A bet on a future you've never dared to imagine.
Honeyed words, sweet promises. How many souls have you sold such pretty illusions to?
Well, I admit I've never tried them on a sentinel before.
Silver-tongued little thing indeed. I find I do not entirely dislike it. I see. So the Arbiter has come here as well. But at this moment, the one standing before me to make this deal is not him. It is you. If you wish to convince me, then let us place our bets. One round. Winner takes all. So be it. A bet is a bet. I yield my ally. No. Soy. For now, I place my hope in your hands.
Dumpling, it's your time to shine. I'll treat you to as many plates of dumplings as you wish. So, I'm counting on you.
Yang, Rover. I need to report to the commander. Why don't you two find your companion first?
All right. We'll meet you later. My sister. I wonder if she made it here safely. Actually, Rover, when she gets here, there is something I need to discuss with her in private. Would you mind?
Yang!
Sister?
Oh, my poor Yang. You've gotten so thin. Is no one in Jinzhou looking after you? Do you not eat properly? This will not do. This will not do at all. You need to eat more, darling. How else am I supposed to enjoy hugging you?
Sister, please. I'm not a child anymore. And I've been eating perfectly fine.
Oh, since when has my little Yang been so shy?
Soy.
All these years and you don't hang on to me anymore. I find that rather crushing.
That's not how it was. You were the one who dragged me everywhere. I missed so many of my vocal lessons.
Oh, really? Well, it all gets quite blurry, doesn't it? But I seem to recall a certain someone begging me to sneak her out to see the festival boats. Pestering for me to keep it from Mother.
That was... But you were always sneaking out at night to watch the opera.
Excuse me? I recall a certain little critter who stole my box of osmanthus cakes. Hint, mice don't usually wipe their mouths with napkins after they eat.
Somehow, it feels like you're a completely different person now.
Well, things were urgent back then. Now that the weight on my mind has lifted, of course I'm more at ease. Though the little sister I went through so much to see seems to have forgotten how to be nice to her older sister.
Thank you for taking the time to come to see me. But let's focus on the issues at hand first.
This thing you sent, what exactly is it?
Just as I thought. You are qualified to wield it. My efforts to persuade that stubborn fox weren't in vain after all.
Fox. Soy. You don't mean...
My apologies, Rover, Yang. There is Something I've been keeping from you. Well, let me start from the moment Rover and I got separated.
I had no idea. You and the Sentinel of Mengzhou shared such a complicated history.
I'm sorry, Rover, for keeping this from you. My deal with Xin was meant to stay between us. Until I stood before her, I wasn't sure if revealing the truth would help or just make things worse. Thank you for finding Yang Yang. In the end, I wasn't much help in that department.
Don't say that, Soy Soy. It's over now. You've carried that burden alone for far too long.
In any case, the Sentinel's token has passed into your hands. That means your fate is now woven with Xin the Moon Fox. When those threads will come undone, I cannot say. I can feel it, though. She's hiding something. A truth she cannot or will not speak. You will have to find that answer yourself.
Before that, we have to stop the Auto Puppet Rebellion. Sister, you mentioned Georgian Atelier. Did you find something specific about them back in Mengzhou?
They are a unique organization renowned for their mastery of mechanist art. Their roots run deep in Mengzhou, and their expertise rivals that of Huaxu Academy. But they lack discipline and have no unified code of conduct. Their leader, the Grand Helm Flowervale puppet, is especially elusive, with questionable morals. You both know of the Seance Society, yes? Though it has since disbanded, their leader, the Dollmaker, was originally from Georgian Atelier.
That man, Muyu. He was a member of the Atelier 200 years ago. But it seems he's long since cut ties with them.
200 years ago. Even for a Resonator, that is an exceptionally long life. Oh, he might have had multiple identities in that time. Tracing his origins will prove difficult.
There's something else. He knew me. The way he spoke. He knows my history. And he mentioned a woman in red.
Could it be the woman we encountered in Jinzhou? Scar's companion?
No, I don't think it's her. It sounds like an overseer we haven't met yet. Someone's still lurking in Huanglong.
Georgian Atelier and the Fraxidus. If he has ties to both. With a forte we don't yet understand, infiltrating the auto puppet system and causing the chaos in Shuangfang would be well within his reach. But why? He kept mentioning his experiment. What could it mean? At least now we know who we need to stop. Let's find Liang Yu and the Warden Commander. Maybe they can help us make sense of these leads.
By the way, earlier I asked Abby to analyze the abnormal auto puppet's kernel. It was packed with negative emotions. Those were somehow implanted from the outside.
That could be how Muyu is controlling them. But the source of those emotions... could it be...
back in action together again.
I'll cut to the chase.
Follow the wind's lead.
Leave it in my hands.
back in action together.
Kite's wanted. I heard you found a rafter kite with quite a bit of history behind it. This one is in remarkably good shape. On Commander Cho-hung's behalf, thank you.
supposed to stop the tough.
Check the Ministry of War, the Ministry of Development, and Washu Academy. If there's any space left, get the elderly and children in first. When the last civilian is inside the hold, recall the remainder of our forces. Leave only a handful of scouts. The auto puppets within the city remain operational, but watch them closely. Do not let them fight. Not until we know why this is happening.
Understood. I will send someone at once. Oh, you're here.
You three must be the ones Liang Yu spoke of. In these desperate hours, your willingness to stand with us is a comfort beyond words. I, Cho Hong, owe you a debt.
Commander Cho Hong, there are things we need to discuss with you and Liang Yu.
I have just finished our next deployment schedule. We can talk at the Ministry of War.
These auto puppets.
Have all the recovered. Oh,
These auto puppets. What in the heavens could have caused this? With our current skills, we can inspect their mechanical structures and make simple repairs. But we cannot begin to understand their control kernels. You. Mu Yu. No one by that name works here. But the man you're describing... that sounds exactly like Master Xunyan. He came to us 20 years ago. One of our most senior artisans. He keeps to himself, but his skills are exceptional. We all trust him. A few days ago, he stopped showing up. We thought he had fallen victim to the rogue auto puppets. You think... he's been plotting this for the past 20 years? No. That cannot be. He never said a word about Giorgio Atelier. We used to discuss techniques together. I thought I knew him well. Why? Why would he do this?
recovered outer puppets remains in transport.
What in the heavens could have caused this?
You mean someone saved you from a...
So, this Mu Yu spent years disguised as a ministry artisan, all to lay hands on the Sentinel's technology. That was a grave oversight on our part. And since Georgian Atelier never discloses its members' identities, I fear tracing his origins will lead nowhere. However, if one digs deeper, the Atelier's connection to Xuanfang Hold runs deeper than most realize.
What do you mean?
I discovered a connection in a dossier collected by the commanders who came before me. Everyone knows when the Trinodians stirred at Norfolk Barrens and tacit discord swelled beyond control. Sentinel Sheen looked ahead. She chose to build this hold. But she did not build it alone. No. She needed hands and sought out a council of helpers. Back then, Georgian Atelier had already stood in Mengzhou for generations. Masters of the mechanist arts. Architects of Yuan Fortress. So when the call went out, they answered. They wished to take on the commission for Xuanfang. Yet, for some unknown reason, the Sentinel passed them over.
Who did Sheen choose to assist in the construction instead?
I remember Xiang Li Yao telling me that a group from the court of Savante once came to Mengzhou.
Exactly. They were the ones who helped build the hold, but no records of their whereabouts were found afterward.
Could it be that the Atelier has held a grudge against the Sentinel and Xuanfang Hold after being turned down?
To wait 200 years for revenge? But Muyu was certainly patient, if nothing else.
No. While I can't say for sure, I believe his motives run deeper than a simple grudge. Manipulating the auto puppets to cause chaos may only be one step in his plan. So far, only one place in Shuangfeng remains untouched by rogue auto puppets and tacit discords.
The hold itself.
Given the sheer value this hold represents to this land, it's only natural that he would set his sights on it.
Regardless, we must stand ready to fight. Perhaps without hope of aid. A fight to the death against rogue auto puppets and tacit discords.
Count me in the fight.
We stand together, no matter what.
Our people have guarded this hold for over 2 centuries. I hope that its history does not end with us.
Communication across Xuanfang has been severed by unknown interference. Fortunately, the Ministry of Development has just finished a batch of signal nodes. Once we place them around the hold, they will restore our internal comms and link directly to the defense systems.
This will aid our defense, but we are short on hands.
I'll go with you.
You mean someone saved you from a rogue auto?
I just remembered. I need to return the sword to the villagers.
That's so.
That's a long story. A local I met earlier asked me to keep it for them. It's just... I don't know why, but I feel a strange familiarity with it. Looking at its edges, I've even started to see things. Flashes of the past. There. The 2 nodes we were assigned are in place. We still have a bit of time.
If it isn't Yang Yang, you returned unharmed.
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you for your concern.
Your safe return. Your safe return is all that matters.
I brought back the blade you entrusted to Liang Yu. There was some trouble along the way, but I managed to keep it safe.
This is... Oh, thank you. Thank you.
No thanks are needed, Chief. As I said, this blade gives the courage to walk forward even in the face of death. It will bear witness as we weather the storm together.
What was that?
Rover? Did you hear it too? Shuangfeng Hold. It's like we're in the past again. The song. Let's find out where it's coming from, Rover.
Promise me you will eat well.
Could these be Xuanling birds? I didn't think I'd ever get to see them. Why, when I see them, do I have this feeling like